Hello, I'm Yosef Sa'ar. Luis Salgado and I want to welcome you to the International Token Web Conference. We are proud to say the participation has been above and beyond our wildest dreams. We have collectors from 6 continents and 24 countries. Bravo to all of you. We are truly from around the world, so there's really no East or West. It's relative. Nevertheless, I was chosen to give the first talk, as I'm from the East, or so-called East, or really the Middle East. I'm going to talk about cataloging questions and solutions. It was not intended to be so, but the year 2020 marks exactly the 100th anniversary of the first specific listing of transportation tokens. A 23-year-old Mr. Frank C. Kenworthy of Pittsburgh sat at his typewriter and produced a typescript of his collection and other pieces known to him. It was copied and circulated to all his collector friends. The cataloging work passed to Mr. R. W. Dunn in California in 1932. And in 1932, he published a mimeographed checklist of tokens arranged by cities from around the world. I have been collecting 60 plus years, and just a month ago, I saw a sample of this done list. It was being sold at an auction in the United States. We have a photo of the introduction in the first page. I hope we can see it now. Since 1948, the American Vectorist Association has taken the responsibility of cataloging and has recently released the 7th revised edition 2020 of their transportation token catalog. It is a 722-page book listing over 10,000 tokens from North America. This is not a history lesson, but the reason I'm telling you this is one of the keys to good cataloging is the work in the hands of one body that can recognize problems and always improve the work. First, I want to introduce you to cataloging style. All identified tokens are located geographically by their city of usage. Within each state of the United States or province of Canada, the cities are arranged alphabetically and given a code number from 001 to 995. The city numbers are spread over a full range, with A cities having the first numbers and Z cities having the last numbers. Here you will see 2 pages from the catalog. First, we have the page of Rhode Island. I want you to pay attention to the compact method of listing. I have Rhode Island here. The obverse legend is on the first line in capital letters, and the reverse legend is on the next line in lowercase letters. If there is another known token with the same obverse, only the second reverse legend is given. See 2 tokens from Bristol, Rhode Island, and 7 tokens from Newport, Rhode Island. For each city, only the obverse legend is given once, followed by various different reverse legends. In 5 columns of letters and numbers, to the left of each reverse inscription is given the token designation letter, whether it is still being used, and the physical properties of the piece. I'm also showing a page from New York City. New York. Just for a short review, the first token on the New York City page is from Brooklyn. Brooklyn has a code 629. And the first token on this page is number K. So this will be called New York 629K. The 0 next to the K means the token is obsolete, no longer in use. B, the token is brass. 22 means it's round, and it's 22 millimeters diameter. SD means the token is solid. It's not punched with a hole, not a center hole, not an off-center hole, not a letter, not a suspended, anything. Under this system, all cities with the same name should have the same code number, each used within a different state. Sadly, it didn't work that way. Here is a list of codes for cities of Springfield in 4 different states. Got it? Looks like that. All the code numbers are different. In theory, Springfield has the same place in the alphabet, which should give it identical numbers within each state. For various reasons, it didn't happen that way and will not be corrected. Springfield, Illinois is 795. Springfield, Massachusetts is 760. Springfield, Missouri is 860. Springfield, Ohio is 830. Okay. For tokens outside of North America, we have 3 catalogs of Kenneth E. Smith and his son Kirk Smith. Likewise, catalogs for individual countries have come out in recent years. For France, Germany, United Kingdom, Norway, Sweden, Russia, Turkey, and Australia. For Italy and Brazil, there are extensive online listings. I have personally been working on cataloging transportation tokens in the world for the past decade or so. It has only been for my personal use, but we hope we work it into a catalog. Instead of continuing a guessing system for city codes, I devised a list of cities using a gazetteer. I found an alphabetical list of 1,000 of the largest cities in the world. For that, I now have a reference for every new city being added to the catalog. It's giving me city codes in an orderly fashion. I'm grateful for that. Second question I tried to address was the name of colors of plastic, celluloid, and hard rubber tokens. Brazil and the United Kingdom have thousands of different such pieces. I believe there are over 10,000 different plastic bus tokens from Brazil. Describing colors can go into hundreds, if not thousands, of names. How can we designate the color of a token without using a fancy, expensive color chart? The answer is we can't. We should continue to use the system at hand and be aware that different shades can easily exist. Sometimes these were made by the token manufacturer, and sometimes by long exposure to the sun. Right now, the American Vectorist Association uses a list of 19 different colors, each indicated by a letter. Of these are the 11 color names almost never confused. A scientist, Mr. Boynton, told us that these are the colors that the names are not confused. Blue, gray, black, green, brown, orange, pink, red, white, yellow, and purple. The AVA has added another 8 colors, one of which, carmine, the shade of red, is used to designate a red translucent token. You can see the sun or you can see a light right through the token. Other tokens, other colors used are azure, cream, lemon, maroon, ultramarine, violet, and gold. That will conclude my talk, except for one thing. I'd like to show you this token identifier. Very useful. Designed maybe 50 years ago. It has all the symbols. It has all the colors. It has all the material of composition. And it's got a ruler on here also, where you can measure a token. Just carry this little thing in your pocket, and you're all set. Thank you, Mr. B.R. Rogers. That concludes my talk, and I'm open for any questions. Thank you.